An FC North showdown heating up, Lions fans. The line between playoff hopes and familiar heartbreaks is razor thin. Remember the ghost of Barry Sanders' sudden exit, Calvin Johnson's swift retirement, and that soul-crushing 0-16 season that tested every ounce of Detroit grit. This year's squad, fresh off last year's late-season spark and playoff return, carries the weight of that history. But now we stare down a crucial tipping point. Can the offensive line, the very engine that powers this offense, hold fast against the Bears and Packers' relentless pressure? Taylor Decker's availability is the question tearing through every Detroit fan's heart. Without him, the offensive line looks dangerously thin, plagued by youth and injury, exposing the Lions to yet another painful unraveling in a division where every tackle, every block sharply divides contenders from barely clinging competitors. Can Ben Johnson's new-look unit protect Jared Goff long enough to finish what last year's miracle run started? Or are we staring down another flop, this time in front of a packed Ford Field crowd hungry for stability? This is Lions News Fan Report, your go-to source for all things Detroit grit and grind. If you bleed Honolulu blue, hit that subscribe and stand with us through every snap, every sack, every heated moment under the bright lights of Ford Field tailgates. The next few days could make or break the Lions season. Now the buzz out of Allen Park. Taylor Decker, the longest tenured line and cornerstone of this offensive line, sat out practice again Thursday with a stubborn shoulder injury. His second straight day of non-participation has tongues wagging, but offensive coordinator John Morton remains cautiously optimistic. "We're totally expecting Decker to play," he said Thursday morning. That's the good news Detroit needs, because the offensive line imploded in Week 1 at Green Bay, struggling interior, shaky chemistry, and the absence of veteran leadership combined to give Aaron Rodgers and his defenders a feast. Decker isn't just an offensive tackle. He's the anchor that could steady the ship and mask those rookie mistakes. But the trouble is real. Jamarco Jones is already out for the season with a high ankle injury, and Dan Skipper hasn't practiced since camp started, leaving second-year tackle Giovanni Manu as the next man up if Decker can't go. Manu got meaningful time Sunday and earned praise from Morton, who said the team has prepared for this scenario. But Detroit fans know the stakes aren't just about one game. They're about holding on to last season's momentum, avoiding yet another blowout in a division where the Bears and Vikings smell blood. Off the field, the roller coaster of injuries continues to wreck depth. LB Jack Campbell's return to Thursday practice after missing Wednesday is a bright spot, giving the defense a rare boost heading into Sunday. But the IR list reads like who's who of missed opportunities and potential players. Sideline in preseason and in-season, from CB DiCaprio Boodle to OL Keaton Sutherland, the depth chart thins fast. This leaves Dan Campbell and Ben Johnson walking a tightrope, balancing development with survival. The offensive line struggles highlight an ongoing Detroit challenge, keeping rookies and young players ready to absorb major roles. Immediately a tall order that has sunk playoff dreams in the past. Decker's return would inject the experience Detroit desperately needs, but we all know it's high risk, high reward. One bad hit, and the whole line could collapse into the nightmare we saw against Green Bay. The ripple effect goes beyond Sundays. Game falling short here. Hands division rivals like the Bears and Vikings A. Valuable edge that threatens to derail Detroit's playoff ambitions before October's end. If Decker pulls through and the coaches have every incentive to play him, expect Giovanni Manu to spend the game under a microscope. If Manu falters, it won't just be on him. This will expose how thin the line's front five depth really is. That makes every guard and center's performance more critical too. How well can they adapt to an inexperienced tackle rotation? Detroit has rolled the dice before, but with so much history riding on this season and the NFC North tightening, the margins are razor sharp. Can Detroit's grit-powered identity overcome these line woes? Will Jared Goff find time to work his magic, or will pressure and sacks become the story once again? The front office has invested heavily in this line, yet the injury bug has worn this group down fast. If you're a Lions fan, you know the frustration of wear and tear in lost seasons. It's as Detroit as drinking a cold one in the rain at a Ford Field tailgate and hoping the line holds. So here's where things get real. Decker, back or sidelined? The team says he's expected to play, but the quiet practice participation begs for caution. The Bears' defense is no joke, and the Lions need every edge they can get. This Sunday isn't just a game. It's a statement, a chance to prove Detroit has learned from its painful past or repeat it. Lions faithful, what do you think? Is Taylor Decker's tentative practice status a storm warning or a mere ripple in this season's fierce NFC North battle? Will Giovanni Manu rise to the occasion or expose cracks too deep to fix mid-season? Drop your take, because this could shape Detroit's season in ways we haven't seen in years. The road to redemption is never smooth, as any Lions fan who's tailgated through heartbreak, but one thing's for sure: nobody knows how to fight like Detroit. If the Lions can keep Decker upright, maybe, just maybe, the playoff ghost will stay buried a little longer. Keep it locked here for the next update, because if this line breaks down again, the roar inside Ford Field could turn into a painful echo faster than you blink. And Detroit, we don't fold. We fight every snap, every down, every damn game. This game isn't just about lining up and playing football. It's a testament to everything Detroit hopes to be: resilient, relentless, never folding in the face of adversity. Decker's health, Manu's growth, the front office's guts, it all could come crashing down or come together in a roar heard across the league. The clock's ticking, the stakes are sky high, and the season's fate could hinge on every snap this Sunday. This isn't just a game. It's make or break for Detroit City, its pride, its future. And in Detroit, we know one thing for sure: we don't quit. We fight. We bleed Honolulu blue and never back down. Because if not us, then who? If the Lions don't rise now, they might never again dot as a Lions fan. I'm burning with frustration. We've seen this story before. When Decker's banged up, it's like watching the walls cave in, and I swear every drop pass, every sack feels personal. But I still believe in this team's grit. They've got the heart of Motor City in their veins. If we can just hold the line, stay disciplined, maybe, just maybe, this could be the season we finally break through those ghosts. But damn, it's nerve-wracking, and I'm tired of the heartbreak. We're due for a redemption story, and I want it now more than ever. This is Detroit. Grit, honor, and the roar of the blue and silver. We don't leave anything on the field. The question is, do we have what it takes to silence the doubters and write a new chapter? Because come Sunday, that roar inside Ford Field better be deafening. One pride, one fight, and we don't back down. Let's dominate or let the ghosts happen. The Lions fight for the city. Are you ready to back them all the way? In an NFC North that's tightening faster than a Lions secondary under pressure, the question of Decker's health isn't just tactical, it's downright historic. Detroit's offensive line, already battered by injuries like Jones and Sutherland, faces the ultimate test with the possibility of losing their anchor and veteran leader. The front office's gamble on Decker, a cornerstone this season, could either keep Goff clean or send the offense into chaos, all while division rivals like Chicago and Minnesota sniff the blood. Missing. Decker might just be the open wound they're waiting for. Insiders hint that the Lions are weighing whether to hold Decker out for precaution or push him through, knowing every rep he gets or misses shapes their postseason chances. Meanwhile, Manu's performance under the microscope could well define the game: step up or step aside. GM chatter suggests the Lions are eyeing some backup options just in case. But no matter what, they're betting the season on whether Decker's shoulder can hold. The ripple effects are evident. A weak line means Goff, already under pressure, could be under siege all game long, risking costly turnovers that division opponents like the Bears' aggressive front can capitalize on. We remember last year's late-season rise, but that was built on resilience, not injury-induced desperation. Detroit's playoff dreams hinge on their ability to stabilize in the trenches. If Decker plays, the Lions' veteran experience could help mask rookie mistakes. But if not, it's a race against time for the young backups to grow composure fast. The offense's success is intricately linked to that front five's performance, making every snap a potential game changer. For Lions fans, this game isn't just about X's and O's, it's about proving whether Detroit's grit can survive yet another injury storm, or if history will repeat itself with heartbreak at Ford Field. And as the clock ticks down, we're all left wondering if this frontline gamble will pay off or push the Lions closer to the edge. One thing's clear. If Decker suits up, the entire season's outlook tilts on that fragile shoulder. If he's sidelined again, Manu and a hastily assembled line risk becoming the latest chapter in Detroit's long saga of almost. The NFC North won't wait, and neither will the ghosts of seasons past. Blue-collar, brass-tacks football will decide it. Will Detroit rise, or will the weight of the past shatter their hopes? The answer lies just beyond the next snap, and the roar inside Ford Field will tell us everything, whether this season will be a resurrection or just another heartbreak story in Honolulu blue.